Good morning, grade 4. Welcome to the English class. Okay children, today we have finished with word check, then we have finished with phrases, we have finished with comprehension A, and today we will be doing comprehension B. Now children, comprehension A, these were direct answers from the text. Now comprehension B, this children, you need to form your opinion. Whatever you have read in the text, so here you need to form your opinion when you are writing comprehension B. Now I hope children that you are reading the text. The purpose of reading is that you develop your reading skills, and moreover when you read, it will help you to answer the comprehension. So now let's open to page 8, comprehension B. Let's read the first question. What is the first question, children? Yes. Write sentences to answer each question. Explain in your own words the difference between someone who is boastful and someone who is modest. Yes, children, by now you surely know this word. You surely know this word boastful and modest. What part of speech is boastful and modest? Yes, they are describing words. Very good. So they are adjectives. They are adjectives. Here they are describing the two characters. Which are the two characters over here? The hare and the tortoise. Very good. Now the boastful, we have come across this word in word check, right? So what's the meaning of boastful, children? Always saying how good you are. And what is the opposite of boastful? Yes, modest. Modest is not talking about yourself. So you see, opposite words. So who was modest? The tortoise. Very good. And who was boastful? The hare. Very good. Now, so how would I write this answer? The difference between someone who is boastful and someone who is modest. So I need to explain in my own words. So, can I write like this, children? Read the question again. Explain in your own words the difference between someone who is boastful and someone who is modest. We just now read the meaning of boastful. So, I will begin my answer like this. A boastful person is always saying how good she is and what then you put a stroke, she is good at. That's the boastful person. Now we want another person, another character. What's that? Modest. So how would I say that? Someone who is modest rarely talks about him, herself, and never praises him, herself. Okay children, so that's our first answer. Now let's go to the second question. The second question is, why did Hare think the idea of racing against Tortoise was ridiculous? What is the meaning of ridiculous, children? Come back to your word check. Yes, ridiculous is really silly. Now let's go to the text and see where will we get this answer. Can you see this paragraph, children? We are on page 6. So can we see it over here? The conversation between the tortoise and the hare. I have beaten every animal around here, boasted Hare. Well, said Tortoise, you have never beaten me. I am unbeaten. Can you see how modest he is when he speaks? Hare looked at Tortoise in surprise. It was true, but Hare thought the idea of racing Tortoise was ridiculous. So our answer, this answer to, we will get it in this paragraph. So how would I frame this answer now? Why do you think that it was ridiculous? Why do you think that the idea of racing against Tortoise was ridiculous? Why did Hare think it was ridiculous? Can you see some key words are here? Because he thought he was slow, and can you see, never, you have never beaten me, I am unbeaten. So we will use such keywords in our answer. So can I say this? Can I read my answer like this? Why did Hare think the idea of racing against Tortoise was ridiculous? So I can write my answer like this. Hare thought the idea of racing against Tortoise was ridiculous because Tortoise was so slow and could never beat him. So now children, the next question. Read the next question, question 3. Explain in your own words what Owl's job was. So let's go to the text. Back to page 6. Yes. This paragraph, can you see? The text introduces Owl in this paragraph. Owl was the referee to ensure fair play. Now after this they say at the starting line Hare was limbering up. Now this we don't require, okay? Because they are asking us what's the job of the owl. So here first owl is introduced here. Now let's come down. Yes. Can you read over here, children? Ready, steady, go, shouted Owl. So Owl, once it appears here, this character, and once over here. Now here children, Owl was the referee to ensure fair play. What's the meaning of fair play? It is a phrase. Yes. So I hope children you have written your phrases and word check in the notebook. What was the meaning of phrase? Yes, to ensure fair play is to make sure no one cheats. Right? And your children, ready, steady, go, shouted Owl. What do you think? Why do you think is he shouting over here? Yes? So that means what job is he doing over here? Here it is very clear that here the owl is a referee. But over here, have you seen a racing event? Have you seen a racing event? The person, there are two lines. One is the starting line and one is the finishing line. So that means here he is at the starting line. So he is in charge of the race, to begin the race. So how would we write this answer? Yes. Explain in your own words what Owl's job was. Owl was in charge. Yes, can you see it now? Yes. Owl was in charge of starting the race. He also had to ensure the race was fair and make sure no one cheated. So did you get the two jobs of the owl? One is starting the race and one is to ensure that it's a fair game. There is no cheating. Okay children, now the next question, that's question number 4. How do you know the other animals wanted Tortoise to win? So, page 6, can you see here? The animals cried. The animals cried, "Come on Tortoise, run! Run!" And where else do we see the text speaking about animals? Now here it is all about the race between the hare and the tortoise. Yes, and here down. Can you see here down? The last line. All the animals cheered. So we see children that there are two sentences which speaks about the animals. Now we have to club these two sentences to frame our answer. So let's see how we will write it. How do you know the other animals wanted Tortoise to win? The other animals wanted Tortoise to win because they shouted, "Come on Tortoise, run, run," at the beginning of the race and cheered him at the end of the race. Remember when you are running sports, you have your friends cheering for you. "Come on, run, run, run." And at the end of the race, they also cheer you. So this is how the animals also wanted Tortoise to win. Now children, when you write this answer, please take care because there are many punctuation marks. So you need to put this punctuation marks. Okay? I will even put it in the broadcast. So be careful of this punctuation marks. Keep your textbooks open when you are writing the answer. And even your full stop. You need to put a full stop. Okay? So the punctuation marks, there is exclamation marks. There are commas. Okay? Speech marks. And then your full stop. Now finally we are to the last question. Read the last question children. Question number 5, page 8. During the race, how do we know that Hare was confident he was going to win? Confident. Did we have this meaning? No, we don't have this meaning. So, children, I told you whenever we do English, you have to have your dictionary with you. Please keep your dictionary with you, okay? And please practice also at home. Pick out 1-2 words. I'll give you some homework so that you are quick in using the dictionary. Now we will use this, find this word confident. Can you see here? Self-assurance resulting from a belief in one's own ability to achieve things. So, confidence is that you believe in yourself, that you are going to achieve this. So here, how do we know the Hare was confident he was going to win? Take a moment to think children. Where was this line or where did this word, when did it occur to you that you felt that the Hare was confident and now he is going to win? Take a moment to think. Yes? Are you getting it? Yes, the Hare was confident when he thought he had time. You remember he sat down and he took rest? Do you remember that? And you see here, I think I shall sit down and have a little rest. That shows that he was confident that he is going to win. So how will we write our answer, children? We are going to write it like this. During the race, how do you know that Hare was confident he was going to win? So this is your question, and the answer is Hare's confidence is seen during the race when Hare thought he had time to sit down and rest. Okay? So for homework, children, you will be writing comprehension B, question and answers. That is B 1 to 5. Okay? And then for your homework, you are having C. Can you see the C part, page 8? If you could be friends with either tortoise or hare, what would you choose? Which would you choose? Why? So you think. Read the text again. Read the question. I am not going to help you with this. I will not give you any clues. Let me see your understanding for the question C. I have discussed A and B. So I think the C also should be easy. So read the text and try to frame proper sentence and think who would you like to be friends with. Either it was the tortoise or the hare, and why. Okay, first you need to choose and then you have to write why. So children, that's all for today. So complete your homework and see you in the next class. Thank you, children, for your participation.